Manipur was a path to resolution. So is happening in Manipur is because first of all we should know about the Manipur is that Manipur is having a very unique socio and economic cultural uniqueness is there. If you see all the northeastern states are having a very different socio economic and cultural uniqueness, and because of this only they have their challenges which are rooted in history, geography, and diversity in all these northeastern states, especially in Manipur. Here we will be discussing about the key communities which are being part of the Manipur cultural uniqueness. So the first one is Meiti, which is normally Hindu groups, and Kukis, oh, these are the mainly the Christian groups. Okay, so the main focus was that there was a violence that has erupted in May 2023. So there is a reason certain regarding why the violence has erupted. So because of that, there are two groups which are in conflict with each other. That is Meeti, that is Hindu group, and the Kuki, that is Christian group. Then what are the causes of the conflicts are? So the main cause of the conflict is there is a ethnic tension that is happening between Meiti and Kuki group. Okay, the main reason is that there was a historical domination by the Meiti, which is a Hindu group, which led to the marginalization of the Kuki group. Okay, so because of that, there was a demand for scheduled tribe status by the Métis. Okay, so this conflict that has been grown is because of the demand for the scheduled tribe status for the Métis. Okay, since actually the conflict has erupted because Métis has demanded that they should be given a scheduled tribe status. Okay, and after that, there was a tension that has been erupted, and there is a certain reason which led to affirmative action as a trigger. So, these are all the causes because of that, the violence in the Manipur that has been erupted. Then what are the recent development when the conflict that has been erupted? There are a lot of clashes, arson, and vandalism that has happened. So some of the statistics that we are going to study is like around 258 deaths have been reported. They can be much more because these are only the reported deaths. After that, there are more than 60,000 people that has been displaced and around 4,786 houses that has been burned down, and there are a lot of religious figures of the Hindus and Christians that has been vandalized. Okay, so how the government has responded is that government has imposed curfews over there, security forces have been sent from the central, from the states. These are all being the basis of the criticism. Now, what is the main broader issues? Before the eruption of this violence, there are certain other broader issues are there. Like in the earlier times, there was a lot of insurgency and militancy that is happening in Manipur. Okay, which is being part our Manipur, which is being part of the northeast states, where most of the northeast states are being uh, uh, having issues of insurgency and militancy. Then there is a economic underdevelopment. That is why government has started a new program, that is divine program, especially focusing on the northeastern states. After that, there is a governance inefficiency and there's a lot of corruption that has happened over there. Obviously, there are a lot of historical injustice that has been done, especially related to land, and the resource disputes are there. And the most important one is impact of Armed Force Special Power Act, which empower the armed force with lot of powers, um, in which they can even kill somebody if they think they are being threat to anybody without any question asked. So these are some of the broader issues that are being part of the Manipur violence. Then what is the role of the tribal rights? Okay, so tribal people have got various special rights. That means if you are belonging to a tribal area or if you belong to a tribal community, there are being specially two special schedules that has been mentioned in the Constitution of India. That is fifth schedule and the sixth schedule. So under the fifth schedule, they provide autonomy for the tribal area. We have a tribal council, autonomous tribal councils are there. Then under the sixth schedule, we have a protection of the tribal rights. But the main issue that has been being part of this is that there is an inadequate implementation of the fifth schedule and the sixth schedule, which is further boosting the violence in that area. After that, who are the important stakeholders that are being involved in this violence? So, tribal students are protesting for Hill Area Autonomous District Council Bill. So, this is what the demand of the tribal students. Then there is a United Kuki National Army and other armed groups are there, which are further against the stakeholder in this whole process. Then there are village volunteers, and they have their own separate grievances are there. Now, what is the way forward in order to solve this tribal issue? First of all, the main thing is that we have to establish a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which is very, very important, which provide them with a clarity of what is happening and reconciliation commission. Then there has to be effective implementation of fifth and sixth schedule that has to be happen in a proper way. Then economic empowerment has to be done with various government schemes, rural development schemes, hill area development schemes, divine schemes, infrastructure development, digital infrastructure development can be happened over there. Then there should be a dialogue between Métis and Kuki groups because these are the main groups which are being in conflict with each other. So there is a need of them to talk with each other, fostering a dialogue between them in order to boost the confidence between them. Then addressing governance and human right issues, which are being again a part of historical injustice. And obviously, the last one is resolving land and resource dispute in order to make them everything looks very fair and fine has to be part of that. Now, what are the other broader remedies that are there which we can do in order to properly help in this whole processes? Focus on underlying the causes of conflict. First of all, focus on the reason why the conflict has happened and try to solve the immediate conflict, reason for the immediate conflict. Okay. Then whatever has happened to the people have been facing injustice, and all those people who face injustice because of this violence, first of all provide them with proper delivery of justice. Then proper rehabilitate the people those who got displaced and provide some reconciliation efforts. And obviously everywhere, if you wanted to uh, create a peaceful situation, there is a concept of inclusive development, which is a very, very important concept that has to be focused everywhere. Okay, so if the way forward we see, the thing is that we need to be have an importance of addressing a complex history. First of all, we need to look at their complex history, and also we have to see their socio-economic disparity what are happening. Then there is a role of government, and all the government, whether the central government, whether the state government, they have to look for this complex history, they have to look for their demands, reasonable demands, they have to follow for with them, and they have to have a dialogue with all the peoples, provide them with justice, provide them with development, provide them with reconciliation. And there has to be a collaborative effort which is required, especially to restore the peace in the Manipur. Thank you.